hope everybody is safe and healthy. My name is Michael Blaszkiewicz. I've been doing the guitar classes on the Oakland Ridge campus for now going on 20 years and really enjoy it. Do Guitar 1 and 2 at OCC, and this will be our first really remote hybrid class that we've offered. And so I'd like to give you a little introduction about myself. Again, I'm a teacher at OCC. I've been playing the guitar since I was a child for about 40 years and played professionally in all sorts of different settings of bands, solo guitarist, in all sorts of genres. So please don't hesitate to ask me questions about different styles of guitar playing and equipment for guitar playing as well. I went to Wayne State and did a bachelor's and a master's degree in music with guitar performance, classical guitar performance being my major, but I do play electric guitar and steel string and nylon string guitars, and we'll talk about those as we go. So you should have got your syllabus, your 3-page syllabus by now. There'll be a class schedule that's coming soon, and I just want to highlight some of the things in this introduction video that you should really pay attention to. One is we do have a meeting time on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. to 11:50, and that's when we'll be doing Zoom meetings, some Zoom meetings, and I want you to participate as much as possible. I won't be taking attendance though through the meetings, and you will need to show that you're engaged by what we're calling checking in with the professor in different ways, and I'll talk about that a little bit too. So I have office hours for Zoom meetings or email conversations, chats, so to speak. We are looking at Monday and Tuesday from 5 to 9. Those are my most available times to talk to you outside of our class time. And of course, I'm flexible and we can make appointments by arrangement that way as well. So the books you'll need for this class, I should mention too that we are calling this an asynchronous class then. That meaning that a lot of the course content will be posted on video and you can watch it at your convenience, but again, you're going to need to keep up with the weekly videos because things are going to move along pretty quickly, and you're going to be needing to be reading music and doing things like physically getting used to playing the guitar as well. We have 2 books. The Hal Leonard Method Guitar book, this is listed on the syllabus, is available at the OCC bookstore. You can order it through them. You can get it through Amazon. You can get it at just about any guitar store like Guitar Center or Motor City Guitar. You can call ahead and ask. It is Hal Leonard's Method Book 1, 2nd edition. This is where all our test pieces are and our list of chords that we'll be doing, these pictures of patterns on the fretboard. You'll be asked to memorize all of those for the course. And then this book is out of print, but I will be using it in class. It's the Mary Jo Disler Quick Start. Again, it is listed in your syllabus as well. You can get PDF versions of this. You can get used copies and new copies online. I will be providing PDFs for you throughout the semester. I already sent out the first 2 chapters, and we have Miss Disler's permission to continue to use this book. It is written by the woman who started the classes at OCC, and it's a great companion. We do about a chapter a week out of here, and it gets into much more theory, finger picking, what chords go together, theory, as well as reading music. Theory behind the tablature and converting tablature into notes. So this is going to be a great companion for our class as well. So this is Quick Start by Mary Jo Disler. And once again, Hal Leonard Guitar Method Book 1. Some other items that you would want to think about are a tuner. This is a Korg tuner right here. You see it reacting to my voice there. And a clip-on tuner. This actually clips onto the head of the guitar and will read the vibrations of the stringed instrument that you're playing. Could be ukulele, could be guitar, could be bass guitar, or several others. An important thing to note here, though, very important to consider, that your guitar tuner or tuner needs to be set to 440 hertz or vibrations for A. That's concert pitch. If you don't tune it to 440 and you tune it to 438 or something like that, you're going to have a guitar that is in tune with itself but not in tune with concert pitch or other instruments that are tuned to the normal pitch. So 440 is important. Also, a lot of these tuners have a flat button. A flat looks like a little lowercase b, and it has more than one meaning, but it means lower in pitch on a tuner. So when you're flat, the note is too low, and when you're sharp, the note is too high. And you want to make sure that the flat buttons, if you have them on your clip-on tuner or box tuner like this one has a microphone on it, and that's how it picks up the sound. This also has a metronome, so it's a beat keeper too. But you want to make sure the flat buttons are not on, because it will allow you to drop your guitar down by half steps, and you won't be in tune, again, to concert pitch anymore. So make sure there's no flat cymbals showing, and that the numbers 440 are showing if there's any numbers on the display screen. They will show you the letter name that the tuner is hearing, and you will tune up or down based on that. Always remember to let the string vibrate while you're tuning. Don't play the string and stop the string and then try and tune, because you're basically guessing at that point, and then you have to play the tuner again. This way you can put the tuner on, you can play the string, especially a hands-free one like this. You can play the string and you can adjust the string while the sound is there, and you can actually see the meter move left to right. Now in that regard, when the meter is to the left, it is too low. Left is too low, and right of the middle is too high. So usually there's a light that goes off when you're right in tune in the middle, and you want only that light, not any other lights to the left or right. Even if they're blinking a little bit, you're out of tune and you need to get that middle light on. So continue to pluck the string. Don't bing, 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 play it right away. The computer has to register the note, so play it, wait a couple seconds while you're tuning, play it again, and tune up that way. Also, a free tuner that's available is Guitar Tuna, T-U-N-A, just like tuna fish. There's many others, but I know many students who have been very happy with that tuner. You can get a free version, and it will show you the string you're playing based on a little picture, and it'll make a sound as well. This tuner will make a sound for us if we want it to. So if you're really unfamiliar with the guitar and you're not even close or sure what the string should sound like, some of these tuners will make a sound for you, and Guitar Tuna will make a sound. And it's free, and you don't have to worry about carrying a tuner around, because you're always going to have your phone with you. And you can tune up to that. So those are tuning items are imperative. How often should you tune? You should tune every time you pick up your guitar. The guitar goes out of tune for a number of reasons: weather, humidity, stretching the strings while you're playing. So you want to tune it up every time you play it. And if you're going to make a recording or a video for me, always double check your tuning before you play. If you're going to make a demo for yourself to remember a song idea or something, always tune up before you play and record. So basically every time you pick up your guitar, tune it. So we also recommend you getting a pick, especially if you're playing steel string guitar. There are many varieties of these available. Matte picks sometimes are a little easier, and by matte I mean a dusty type finish. They're a little easier to hold. The Fender style or Jim Dunlop picks come in a glossy type of finish too, which are nice. They slide right off the strings really nicely. And this is the common pick size. You can get them smaller or larger, and you can get picks that slide over your thumb as well. You can also experiment with finger picking. You see I have longer nails on one hand for my classical guitar playing, and shorter nails on my fretted hand. So if you have longer nails, especially on your fretting hand, which for a right-handed guitar player is your left hand, you're going to need to take those nails down, and to the point they don't scratch on the fretboard when you're trying to play. So a pick is definitely recommended if you're going to play steel string, but really it's great to have it in your arsenal in any case if you have a nylon string guitar as well too, because it gives you a different sound, and you can get different types of results playing with a pick or your fingers. Another thing I didn't mention in class when we had our class today, our meeting, we did not talk about a string tuner. So this is a great time saver. If you have a string tuner, you can take the little cup and put it over the key, and you can loosen and tighten the strings for changing relatively quickly. Don't really need it other than that, but eventually you're going to want to change your strings. And I may link some videos showing, there's plenty up on YouTube already. I can link to some of those and show you a good way to do that through some video. We can get into how often to change strings maybe when I post those videos as well. You can usually start to tell when they start to get dead or won't stay in tune anymore or play in tune. That's usually a good sign. If they are not as loud and they get a little bassy sounding and muffled, and then they don't stay in tune, that's a good indication you need to change them. Lastly, a footstool is a great thing for a guitarist to have. Again, you can play with your guitar standing up, but these are foldable and mobile, and you can adjust the height by the teeth that are on the bottom here. And really, your guitar will fall forward if I don't use a footstool, and I'll talk about the postures for classical and steel string, I do want you to know. And these are about $10. You can get them, again, on Amazon or Guitar Center or anywhere online, basically. That's a great thing to have. If you've got a box at home you can use, or some kind of footstool at home you can use, homemade, that's fine, but you're going to find that it does hold the guitar closer to your body, and it makes it a lot easier and more comfortable to play. So let's talk about the grading, because I really didn't go over that too much in class either. I had about 7 people come in, which was good, you know, in these conditions. It was not mandatory to meet this first time, but it was nice to have students interacting with each other and me demonstrate a few things for them as well. We are going to have, the plan right now is to try and stick to the Guitar One format as much as possible that we've been doing in the past, and that means there'll be some written tests, 2 to 3 written tests, and I have 3 listed in the class schedule right now, and 2 performance tests, a midterm and then a final. But we're going to allow for some changes in fluidity, doing this full semester remotely and hybrid Zoom meetings and things. I don't know how often I'm going to bring the class into the school again. They're really closed, to be quite frank with everybody, and we had to have them open the building just for us to meet this this first class period. So we'll see how things go, and if we feel like we need some one-on-one type or demonstration type things, we'll get to that. So we're going to average our tests together, basically the 2 written tests. If we do 2 tests in the semester, we'll be averaged together for 25%. 25% for the midterm, 25% for the final exam. So we have an average test of 2 tests, 2 midterms written, a performance test, a performance and written final at 25% each to give us basically the 100% of our grade. We want to make sure too that we offer you some office hours. So from Monday for Monday and Tuesday from 10, I said that wrong, excuse me, for Monday and Tuesday from 5 to 9. Our meeting time on Tuesday is 10 a.m. We will have an opportunity to meet and talk on Zoom. I can do small groups on Zoom. I can do individual groups as well during those times. And if those don't work for you, we can find some other time. It's going to be your responsibility to watch these videos and your responsibility to check in. So that's the only way I can really tell if you're doing an attendance type, for me, an attendance type check-in. That means responding to my emails, so I know you're hearing the message that's coming by. Just a simple yes, I got it, I'm following along. Respond to the videos, handing your work in on time when we have a timed assignment and a graded assignment. So consider that. You can, like I said, email and leave comments to check in with me, and that will be very helpful. So that's the basic introduction to the class. You will follow the class schedule that I'm going to send out with the numbers on the calendar, 3rd page of the syllabus. So for first class, you'll look at the first week of activity in the class schedule. Take care, guys. We'll see you again soon.